Welcome back to Epic Quotes, the channel where we explore the extraordinary lives, impactful stories, and timeless wisdom of the most inspiring figures in history. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an amazing story. Today we're diving deep into the life of a man who didn't just change the world of boxing, but who reshaped the landscape of society, culture, and human rights. His name is synonymous with greatness, but his legacy is much more than just his victories in the ring. Today we're exploring the incredible life and lasting impact of Muhammad Ali, the man who is not only the greatest boxer of all time, but also one of the greatest human beings to ever live. Muhammad Ali was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, at a time when the United States was deeply divided by racial segregation. His father, Cassius Clay Sr., was a sign painter, and his mother, Odessa O'Grady Clay, was a housewife. Growing up in the segregated South, Ali faced racial prejudice on a daily basis, but this only fueled his desire to prove that he could be something great. At the age of 12, Ali experienced an event that would change his life. His bicycle was stolen, and he was furious. Determined to seek revenge, he told a local police officer that he was going to whup the thief. The officer, amused and impressed by his boldness, suggested that Ali learn how to fight. This fateful encounter led him to global stardom. Within months of beginning his training, Ali showed an innate talent for boxing. By the time he was 18, he had become the U.S. amateur champion and went on to compete in the 1960 Rome Olympics. In one of the most memorable moments in Olympic history, Ali won the gold medal in the light heavyweight division. This victory was just the beginning of what would become one of the most captivating careers in sports history. But Ali's early years weren't easy. The challenges of growing up in a segregated environment where black athletes had limited opportunities only made him more determined. Ali believed that no matter where he came from, he could rise to the top, and he wasn't afraid to let the world know it. Ali's professional boxing career took off in 1964, when at the age of 22 he faced the reigning heavyweight champion, Sonny Liston. Many believed Liston would easily defeat Ali, who was still relatively unknown. Liston, known for his intimidating persona and knockout power, was widely considered invincible, but Ali, brimming with youthful arrogance and confidence, promised the world that he would defeat Liston. The boxing world watched in awe as Ali, using his incredible speed and footwork, outboxed and outmaneuvered the much stronger Liston. In one of the biggest upsets in sports history, Ali won the fight in the 7th round and became the youngest heavyweight champion of the world. After the fight, he famously declared, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was." It was more than just a boast. It was a declaration of his belief in himself and his abilities. From that moment on, Muhammad Ali became a global sensation, not just because of his prowess in the ring, but because of his personality, his flair, and his words. Ali didn't just fight opponents, he taunted them, mocked them, and turned boxing into a spectacle. His wit, his ability to rhyme, and his larger-than-life persona made him a household name. He would recite rhymes such as, "float like a butterfly, sting like a bee," a poetic description of his boxing style that captivated audiences. In the process, He became much more than a boxer. He became an entertainer, a poet, and a personality that transcended sports. His early career was filled with spectacular victories, and his showmanship made him beloved by millions. But it was his unwavering confidence, even in the face of adversity, that set him apart. He didn't just want to be the best boxer. He wanted to change the way people saw black athletes and redefine the concept of fame itself. In 1967, at the height of his fame, Ali made a decision that would define his legacy. He refused to be inducted into the U.S. Army to fight in the Vietnam War. Ali, who had converted to Islam and changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, stated that he was a conscientious objector. "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," Ali famously declared, explaining that he would not fight for a country that treated black Americans as second-class citizens. He also cited his religious beliefs as a member of the Nation of Islam, which taught him to reject participation in the war. This decision was met with backlash from many quarters. Ali was stripped of his boxing titles and banned from the sport for several years. His refusal to fight in the war cost him his career, his fame, and millions of dollars. Yet, Ali stood firm in his beliefs. He explained his reasoning in the most personal and powerful terms, saying, "No Viet Cong ever called me nigger," illustrating the deep connection between the racial injustice he faced in America and his refusal to be involved in an unjust war abroad. Ali's stance turned him into a symbol of resistance during the 1960s, in a time of massive social upheaval. With the civil rights movement and the growing anti-war protests, Ali became a powerful voice for social change. His fight wasn't just in the ring. It was a fight for freedom, justice, and equality for all people. He became one of the most famous athletes in the world for standing up to authority and demanding justice, regardless of the cost. After being banned from boxing for over 3 years, Ali was reinstated in 1970. The boxing world welcomed his return, and what followed were some of the most iconic bouts in sports history. In 1974, Ali faced George Foreman in what would become one of the most famous boxing matches of all time, the Rumble in the Jungle. Foreman was the undisputed champion, known for his ferocious power and dominance in the ring. Many believed that Ali, who had been out of the sport for several years, would be overmatched. But Ali had a strategy. He used his intelligence, his speed, and his ability to outthink his opponents. He employed the rope-a-dope technique, allowing Foreman to tire himself out by throwing wild punches. When the moment was right, Ali struck, knocking out Foreman in the 8th round to reclaim the heavyweight title in one of the greatest upsets in sports history. Just a year later, Ali faced his longtime rival Joe Frazier in the Thriller in Manila, a brutal and exhausting 14-round battle that tested both men's physical and mental limits. The fight pushed both fighters to their breaking points. Ali, bloodied and battered, later said that it was the closest thing to dying he had ever experienced. But in the end, Ali won the fight by technical knockout when Frazier's trainer threw in the towel. The battle solidified Ali's place as not just a great boxer, but as a symbol of resilience and mental toughness. Muhammad Ali's life was filled with lessons that go far beyond the boxing ring. One of the most profound lessons he imparted was the power of self-belief. "I am the greatest," he repeated often, but it wasn't just a boast. It was a philosophy. Ali understood that to be great, you must first believe that you can be. His unwavering confidence was a crucial factor in his success, and it's a lesson that resonates with anyone striving for greatness. Believe in yourself, even when others doubt you. Ali also taught us the value of resilience. He didn't just fight opponents, he fought the systems that sought to keep him down. Whether it was his refusal to fight in the Vietnam War or his comeback after being banned from boxing, Ali's resilience was a defining feature of his character. He didn't let setbacks define him. He turned every challenge into an opportunity to show the world that greatness is built on overcoming adversity. Another key lesson from Ali's life was his ability to take risks. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life, he famously said. Ali was never afraid to step outside of his comfort zone. Whether it was stepping into the ring with the most dangerous fighters or taking a stand against injustice, Ali's life was a series of bold risks that paid off in ways that changed history. Muhammad Ali's legacy stretches far beyond his boxing achievements. After retiring, Ali became an ambassador for peace and social justice. He was involved in numerous humanitarian efforts, from fighting poverty to helping with disaster relief. He also used his platform to promote racial equality and advocate for black rights, becoming an iconic figure in the civil rights movement. Even after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in the 1980s, Ali continued to inspire. He showed the world that true greatness is about more than just athletic ability. It's about how you live your life, the causes you stand for, and the impact you have on the world around you. Ali's courage and determination to continue advocating for peace, even in the face of his illness, demonstrated the unbreakable strength of his character. Today, Muhammad Ali is remembered not just as a boxer, but as a global icon, a symbol of resilience, a champion for justice, and a man whose life was defined by his willingness to stand up for what he believed in, no matter the cost. Muhammad Ali's life is a powerful testament to what it means to live with purpose, passion, and the unshakable belief that you can change the world. His legacy continues to inspire millions, reminding us all that greatness isn't defined by the titles you win, but by the impact you have on others. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the life of Muhammad Ali on Epic Quotes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of legendary figures and timeless wisdom. What is your favorite Muhammad Ali quote or moment? Drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, remember to keep dreaming big, standing tall, and living with purpose.